What's up guys, welcome back to Spare Change. Today in-house, I'm going to be unboxing and going over the app setup process for the new Sonos PLAYBASE, and I'll give some thoughts on how it compares to the Bose SoundTouch 300 that I'm currently using. So let's get into the box and see what's inside. On each side of the box are two secured pull tabs that you'll remove to get access to the box locks. Just pull the levers to the left to unlock the box top. Lift up on the handle and the top comes right off, and you'll be greeted by the sound base wrapped in white cloth. Now on the bottom are two accessory boxes secured by two more tabs. Just peel up and pull the boxes out. Inside the first box is product information and a quick start guide. The second box contains the power cord, Ethernet cable, and an optical cable. That's all you'll get inside the boxes. The PLAYBASE is wrapped in a white cloth and shrink wrapped in plastic to protect its plastic finish. There's another pull tab on the top of the speaker to help rip off the plastic shrink. On the front of the PLAYBASE are 43,000 drilled holes for the speaker grill, as well as 10 speakers driven by 10 individual Class D amps. There are 6 mid-range, 3 tweeters, and 1 woofer to handle the bass. On the left side of the speaker is the sync button that you'll use during setup. On the top are touch-sensitive buttons for volume up, down, along with play and pause buttons. Onto the rear of the speaker are the Ethernet, optical, and power inputs. Now make sure you have the Sonos app downloaded after hooking the PLAYBASE up to your display. Now we're going to run through the app and connect it to our network. The app is pretty straightforward with easy to follow instructions. If the video is moving too fast, just hit that pause button. Here I'm going to set up the app with my Google Play Music account. There's also a huge list of other supported apps as well. Hit Room Settings and select the room the PLAYBASE is in. Here you can adjust the EQ, which is your basic bass and treble control, as well as the loudness button for a little extra bump. Now back out onto the main page, tap at the bottom, that'll bring up your controls for the PLAYBASE. You can change volume as well as a night sound function for late night TV viewing. There's also a speech enhancement button to make dialogue clearer. Up top is the drop-down list of other Sonos speakers in your home if you have any. Sonos offers an automatic rooming cue they call TruePlay tuning. It'll automatically tailor the sound of the PLAYBASE to your room to hopefully make it sound better. TruePlay is offered only on iOS devices like iPhone and iPad. During setup, it'll play a series of tones while you're sitting and holding up your device. For the second part of the setup, you'll have to walk around the room while waving your device up and down while it sends another series of tones and takes measurements of your room. The whole setup process should take about 5 minutes. Alright guys, there you have it. Setup is pretty simple. Shouldn't take you more than a couple minutes once you have it hooked up to your television set. Now I know many of you are hoping for an updated play bar, one with HDMI and DTS decoding. Sadly, all you're getting is a play bar in a different form factor. Now audio quality is quite good, with a little bit of harshness on the top end. Bass response is surprisingly good, surprisingly deep for such a thin and small enclosure. Now if you have a play bar and you're thinking about an upgrade to the PLAYBASE, I'd probably think twice about it. For me personally, I don't feel there's a big enough difference between the two, except for maybe the main benefit for the PLAYBASE is you're going to get that lower end bass without having to add an extra subwoofer. Now I have a Bose SoundTouch 300 installed in my living room right now, and if you're considering these two, for me personally, I feel the SoundTouch 300 has a wider sound stage, a little bit crispier highs, not quite as harsh as the Sonos. The Sonos just sounded a little bit more narrower in its imaging. It wasn't as wide as a Bose. That's not to say it's a bad speaker. I just prefer the wider sound stage of the Bose. Now if you're looking for a quick, easy setup, Sonos is the way to go. That's kind of what they're aiming for. Quick, easy, in-out, 5-minute setups. You can do multi-room audio as well with it, multi-room wireless audio. If you want to add extra bass to it, pick up a Sonos sub. If you want to do a full surround system, pick up a pair of plain ones, throw them in the back of your room. PLAYBASE up front, full setup, no wires. Well, just for the power cords, you're gonna need wire for that. Now the price for the PLAYBASE is $700. It's a bit steep, but for the convenience factor, I think you're gonna find a lot of people are gonna pick this thing up. If you're an audiophile, you may wanna look elsewhere. But for those guys that just want something quick, simple, that is just gonna get you up and going, get you some better sound over those tiny TV speakers, this PLAYBASE is pretty impressive sounding. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to follow us, comment down below, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys again in the next video.